What's up YouTube? It's your boy Gsxr back again. Today we're taking the Gsxr on the highway to do a review. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is comparing it to the Ninja 300 that I had and how it performs on the highway. So we'll catch you guys once we're there. So hopefully you guys are having a good week so far, and yeah, pretty much gonna get into the topic on how the Gsxr performs on the highway. Coming from a smaller displacement motorcycle, took the Ninja 300, rode it on the highway for about a year, and I'll tell you this much: the wind being on the Ninja 300 was just too much. It just would blow me around everywhere, and I don't know, maybe just because I had lack of experience riding, maybe I would have got used to it after a while with, the whole counter steering aspect of it. Yeah, the Ninja 300 was very intimidating on the highway, even as a beginner. Even once I learned how to ride a little bit, the wind would just like knock you over into the next lane sometimes. So, I mean, as far as this bike, this is, obviously has more weight. It's a 600cc, so it has more weight to it. It definitely feels way more planted than the Ninja 300 did. And you know what I like also about this bike on the highway is that I'm even in 6th gear right now, and I just give it a little bit of throttle, it gets right up there, and I'm at 8,000 RPMs right now. Opposed to the Ninja, I really had to drop it down, 2-3 gears or so, just to get anything out of the bike itself, and even then, it wasn't enough really to get out of car's way. So that's definitely one of the things that I noticed going to a 600 from a 3. The difference of with the highway, that you definitely feel more planted on a bike that just has more weight to it. So, but yeah, on the highway, I mean, the Gsxr accelerates fine. Like I said, I'm in 6th gear, roll-on power at this point. Yeah, the wind's not too bad. I mean, eventually, no matter how long you're riding or what bike you're riding, the wind's always going to blow you over, so you just got to always kind of counter steer whatever direction it blows from. You got to kind of just counter steer back into it, so you don't just go like going into the next lane. Yeah, no, I really like the bike on the highway. I think it's more than enough power. I think it definitely has enough weight for the highway. And I mean, for the tire size too as well, like on the 300, I noticed when I was riding that it came with like a 140 rear tire. I mean, eventually I switched to a 160 Diablo Rosso in the rear, but I mean, the Gsxr has a 180 rear tire right now. It doesn't feel a little squiggly, you know what I mean? Even when you hit some debris in the road and everything, this bike definitely feels more planted, opposed to a smaller tire. I mean, I definitely was able to get more lean angles in on the 300 just because the tires were just smaller. So I mean, despite that, I get this bike pretty low too. I mean, another thing about the Gsxr that I wanted to get into too is like, even looking in the mirrors when you're merging. The mirrors are more than visible. You can really see whatever's going on. The Ninja 300's mirrors, they were like placed like a lot more forward on the bike, and it made it very hard to see, so I always had to turn my head, and that's probably one of the bad habits I brought over from riding my Ninja, is always looking behind me, but it's just a bad habit because the mirrors were so bad on that bike that I couldn't even, basically at that point I shouldn't even have had mirrors on the bike at all. It didn't work. But these mirrors are good. I know it was just like being safe too, just double check, I don't want to assume that I'm good and then, get hit by a car or something like that, so better safe than sorry. But, as you guys can see right now, I'm going 86 miles an hour, I'm just cruising with traffic right now, and there's no problems. I want to merge over, I want to overtake this car, not a problem at all. Dang, 100 miles an hour in no time, so... The speed is definitely good, the weight is definitely good, the power's there, so definitely think that with, see, my buddy Joey got the Ninja 400. I wanted to do a review on that bike as well, doing a highway run and just a general review on the Ninja 400 itself. I rode it once since he got the bike. Honestly, it was very comfortable, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So the handlebars were upright, the seat, but you know, this is my one downfall with Ninjas itself. Like, their seats are so angled down that you're just like, you're in the gas tank, which is, oh, it's very uncomfortable. The Gsxr seat's very flat, so I mean, even for a long ride like this, it'll take me about like 45 minutes or so. You know, I'm not gonna have any complaints, you know. I don't feel any discomfort at all. I mean, maybe anything longer than like a couple hours on this bike, you may feel, you know, some pressure on your wrist or your lower back. But as of right now, I'm good. I've been on the bike now for about like 30 minutes, and yeah, everything's good right now. I feel fine. So I wish the sun would come out already. This ride is pretty brutal right now. That the bike is just really performed really well. Oh, big bump. That's the thing on these roads on Long Island. You can't go too fast on the expressway because they got these random like bumps. It's really terrifying when you're going like 150 and you hit it. It's crazy. There we go, there's some sun. Let's talk about the gas mileage that you're gonna get when riding on the highway. I mean, my Ninja 300, they say it's rated for 70 miles to the gallon. I don't believe that's quite true. I'm gonna say it ranges around probably like 64, 65. You know, because most times too when you ride, you're not cruising on these kind of bikes. You know, you're kind of bringing it to neck, but I'm just trying to be a little more conservative today and just not go as crazy. But yeah, I would say gas mileage, I guess pretty good gas mileage. I would say probably about like, if I'm going on highway runs like this, probably like 25 miles to the gallon. You know, as long as I'm not at 14,000 RPMs, you know, I'm pretty good. You know, I'll make it there and back on, you know, 1 tank of gas. If I was full throttle, my gas would be gone in probably less than 5 minutes. So, if there's anything you guys want to know about the Gsxr itself, any upgrades that I did, you know, just leave a comment down below. Alright, so we're also getting to the topic of the handling of the bike. How does the Gsxr maneuver on the highway? I'd say pretty well. Very, very applicable. This bike is a very light 600cc bike. You know, I definitely can compare it to my Ninja 300. And maybe it feels a little bit heavier, I want to say by maybe like 50 pounds. Bike handles really well. You know, wherever you want to put it, it goes. I want to make a left, no problem. I want to make a right, no problem. I want to go zigzag in between this van and truck. No problem. So, the Ninja 300, I would have had to have really been wringing its neck in order to get it to do any of that. So I really love my Gsxr. I think it's a great bike. I think if you guys are starting out riding, start on something a little bit smaller and then work your way up to this. You know, I had to go through a Ninja 250, Ninja 300, 2 Katanas, and then I eventually got this, and now I'm very comfortable with the Gsxr itself. I'm not going to get rid of the bike either, so no desire to get rid of the Sonic at all. So, as bad as I want an S1000 double R or B4R Panigale, I'm very attached to this bike, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of Sonic. So if you guys want to leave comments, tell me what you're riding, you know, what your favorite bike is. Leave a comment down below, and I'd love to see what you guys are riding. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video for today. Remember, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.